So if you have absolutely no money, no skills, and no way to actually get your first couple of clients and you want to get your first $3,000 marketing agency client as quickly as possible, this is exactly what you need to do. Now, I'm going to break down exactly how we got started and how we're able to get our first 3 or 4 clients within the first month of working in this business, right? So I'm going to show you on Miro exactly how we do it. So basically, there are 4 ways you can get more clients into your business, and Alex Hermosi always talks about this. Let me just actually show this to you right now. So the 4th thing you can do is cold outreach, right? So that's outreaching to people who don't know you and asking if they want your service. There's warm outreach, which is talking to people who do know you and want your service. There is ads, right? So running ads specifically to just get clients onto your calendar. And of course, there is content, creating content that people like, which will then convert them into a client. Now, the best way to start out if you have nothing, absolutely nothing, and you want to get your fastest client is warm outreach. The reason why is because warm outreach, you already are talking to people who already know you, like you, and hopefully trust you. So these people are perfect to be your first client. So this is exactly how you would structure it, right? So even if you have no experience, no nothing, I guarantee you guys have a phone, right? You probably have a phone. And in that phone, you have contacts, right? I guarantee you have at least 500 to 1,000 contacts in your phone just from people you met in your life, right? Now, here's the thing. You're going to want to have to contact these people and really reach out to them to figure out exactly if they can help you grow your business. Now, this is exactly how me and Pedro did it. So what we did is you need to understand that before you actually outreach to someone, you need to give an actual reason as to why you're actually contacting them. So you can't just say, hey, what's up? How's it been? Right? Like, you can do that, but it's not as effective. What I suggest you do is that you find out some information about the person you're contacting before you even contact them. So let's say, for example, you have a friend named John who you haven't talked to in years, but you see on Instagram that John just got married, right? That's perfect. So you say, hey, John, congratulations on the marriage. How are you doing, by the way? And you want to make it very, very smooth and very simple. You don't want to seem like you're selling someone. So I'm going to show you the exact structure that we use to basically get people to either get us more clients or become our own clients. So first, we do an outreach. And in that outreach, we of course do research on a client to see how their life is going. And we just have a quick outreach saying, hey, blank name, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you? Please disregard my terrible handwriting. So, hey, how are you? Then we kind of talk about some good things or things in their life, right? Let's say they got married or whatever. And just to catch up, right? To start a conversation. Once you start the conversation, you go down and they're probably going to respond, right? They're going to respond. Then you say, okay, great, this is awesome. So then you seamlessly transition after a couple of texts to what you're doing right now. So you say, hey, so first you ask, hey, what are they doing? How are they going? Like, what's going on in their life? And then you say, hey, this is what I'm doing right now. So for example, you're like, hey, I'm running a marketing agency right now, and it's actually starting out pretty well. And that's when you actually go and say, do you know anybody who might be interested? That is what you do. You never ask them if they're interested, right? Because the thing is, if you ask them if they're interested, it's really kind of more direct and combative. You want to be smooth with it. You want to be like, hey, look, I'm starting this. Do you know anybody who might be interested, right? And there's a couple of things they could say, right? They either say, yes, I know someone who's interested. No, I don't know someone who's interested. Or they'll ghost you. Right? That's really what it comes down to, right? So either they say, yes, I know someone interested, and a lot of times it's them, or they know someone who you can contact with, so you'll always have contacts available, or they'll just say, no, I don't know anybody that's interested, and then you can just keep going, move on with your life, right? So that's basically what you want to do. Now, of course, don't take it personal if they say no or ghost you. It's just the name of the game. But when it comes down to it, I highly suggest you send 100 warm outreaches per day, right? Now, warm outreach is definitely one of the best ways to actually grow and scale, but the problem is it's not as scalable as doing cold outreach. So if you want to scale and get more clients in a much more faster, I'd say much more systematized way, I will combine warm outreach with cold outreach. So I do 100 warm outreaches per day. Then I'd also send 100 cold outreaches a day, right? Whether that be cold calling, cold SMS, cold email, whatever system you want to use, just get out there, put your name out there, and get in front of people who are interested. Because I'll be honest, in this world, really 90% of your business problems are going to be marketing problems. No one knows you exist. That's really what it comes down to. Like our boy Alex Mosley always says. So you have to put out at least 100 cold outreaches 100% of the time, all the time, so that you can actually scale and grow this thing as fast as possible. So how we scaled is we did 100 warm outreaches, 100 cold calls, and we sent out 500 cold SMSs per day, right? So 500 cold SMSs per day, that's more than enough to actually go through and actually scale people and put people on your calendar. Now, if you want to figure out our exact cold calling system, our exact warm outreach system, and our exact cold SMS system, definitely click the link below and join our free course. We'll talk with you, see if you're a good fit, and we'll bring you in and show you our exact steps on how we're able to scale our own business and agency and grow that as well. But basically, with that being said, the best way to start out is with warm outreach, then do cold outreach. Then once you scale those two, then you kind of scale from there and you start doing ads and content as well. But that's basically exactly what I suggest you guys do. Now, I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this video. Of course, I love making these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.